After their humiliating loss to New Zealand, we have learned that the Indian team management has sent a letter to the BCCI asking for rotation and cutting down a few matches in their upcoming schedule. The team management feels that leading up to the World Cup, there is far too much load on the players who play all forms of the game. There are as many as 7 players who feature in all 3 forms of the game. One suggestion is to reduce one test match in the India-New Zealand series and make it a 2-match series. This will give the Indian team 1 more week to prepare for the testing tour of South Africa. The team wants to go to South Africa 1 week before their scheduled departure. The team management has sent this letter to the BCCI Secretary N. Srinivasan. Although it is highly unlikely that the BCCI will bow down to this demand, the board has already agreed in principle to give proper rest to some of its key players in case they have niggles and injuries. India had sent an A team to Zimbabwe recently, and Sachin Tendulkar opted to rest in the Asia Cup earlier this year, as well as the ongoing one-day series in Sri Lanka. Harbhajan Singh and Gautam Gambhir were carrying niggles recently, and the management decided to rest them in this one-day series. A few days ago, Captain MS Dhoni had said how important it is to take rest and manage workload efficiently.
I think, if I get a feeling, if I go and play this series, I may get injured. I tried to take some time off, which I did when India came to Sri Lanka last time during the test series. So it's very important to see what exactly, how your body is feeling, because 3 weeks rest may be good enough for you to get back to work. But if you get injured, minimum you lose 1.5 months. So you have to assess which is a better option, and more often than not, taking rest is a better option than getting injured.
Well, the truth is we are seeing a lot of injuries lately. Let's go across to my colleague Siddharth in Sri Lanka. Siddharth, we've learned that this letter was sent to BCCI Secretary N. Srinivasan. But what do you know of its contents and exactly when this letter was actually sent?
Well, this letter was this letter was sent by the team management after the test series because Harbhajan Singh and Gautam had to be pulled out of one-day series and sent home because they were carrying niggles, and the team management does not want any of the players who will be part of this team.
Siddharth, if you can hear us, what is the latest with fitness updates from the Indian team camp? It does seem like we've lost my colleague Siddharth. We'll get back to him for the latest because we have heard that Ishant Sharma is already a bit of a question mark as far as fitness is concerned. He's been seen limping today. So we'll get you the latest on that. Meanwhile, the rotation policy and specialist players are actually not a bad idea. Ashish Nehra is a perfect example. For a long time now, injuries have been the bane of his career until the left-arm pacer made the tough choice of not playing Test cricket altogether. A decision that has not only given him a new lease of life, but has made him a lethal and effective weapon for the men in blue.
Now there is going to take the catch. Yes, there's no but a wicket. That is a very important wicket. Big shout with that one. Out goes the finger as well. So there it is. They've got a wicket. That is a very important wicket. The skipper
4 for 47 against a team well adept at playing fast bowling.
That is stem the flow. That's
aggressive.
Big shout with that one. Out goes the finger as well. So
accurate and most importantly effective. 3 qualities that make Ashish Nehra an indispensable force in the shorter format of the game for Team India. And his performance against the Kiwis in the Tri-Nation Series opener has left quite an impact in the opposition's psyche.
When he came back, he was reversing the older ball and was going across myself and into Jacob. And no, I thought he came back well, and Ashish Nehra bowled very well, but I thought Praveen Kumar bowled outstandingly well too.
Precisely what you want out of your fast bowler, isn't it? To instill fear in the opposition's mind. And in a career that has seen many comebacks, Nehra's last has been the most impactful. Ushered back onto the international arena following an impressive IPL last year, he proved to be the best bet India had in the absence of an injured Zahir Khan in the West Indies. He's not taken his foot off the pedal since June last year. Nehra averages a solid 30.09 in the 21 matches he's played since. And this time, this traditionally injury-prone pacer is leaving no stone unturned to keep his fitness intact to meet the demands of being an international fast bowler. Case in point, a hard-at-work Ashish Nehra on a 7-kilometer run at the team hotel just a day after his stellar performance against the Kiwis. Let's just hope this time he remains in it for the long haul. Because more than even himself, Team India needs him too. With Siddharth Kochhar in Dambala, Abhishek Isar, Headlines Today.
That's a big